Hello, everybody. My name is Darlene Clark. I'm from Luray, Virginia, and this is the third time I have attempted to make this video. It seemed to cut off on me after 1 minute the second time when I thought I had it perfect. So here we go again. I currently work for a company called National Counseling Group, NCG for short. We work with, there's a series of counselors that work within the company, and I am one of those. And I work in home counseling. I do crisis cases. I do mental health skill building cases, and I also do parent mentoring. A big portion of my caseload are children, but I do work with adults as well. My supervisors and the other supervisors within the company are those who actually determine the DSM-5 diagnosis for our clients. In order to work with Medicaid clients, they do have to have a DSM-5 diagnosis. Generally, they try to, if there is such a thing, lightly label them. Since they are not psychiatrists, they do what they have to do for the criteria as far as the assessment is concerned and what the children present with or the adults present with in order to give them the DSM-5 diagnoses that they do. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to work with them. That's how I would encounter within my company as far as the DSM-5 diagnoses. The other section that I actually deal with is I work in the community, so I work a lot inside people's homes, and then I also go to a lot of school meetings, and then I also attend a lot of my clients' psychiatry appointments. So there's where I would encounter the practitioner on the practitioner's level as far as the DSM-5 diagnoses coming from the psychiatrist. We also will, oftentimes the schools will recommend that the children get a child study, which would be the school psychologist and a team of others that will diagnose the children based on their academic performance, and then they'll do the executive functioning and that sort of thing. And they don't necessarily come up with a diagnosis. They generally will find criteria to whether or not they, will receive a learning disability or an emotional disability to receive special accommodations within the school setting. We also, I attend. The psychiatrist sometimes will do a full psychological evaluation, so I am privy to going to those appointments as well, and they definitely will give a DSM-5 diagnosis and then thoroughly examine and do testing to determine, what type of mental health issues these people have. And so that's quite fascinating to be able to attend those types of settings or appointments, so that way you can learn a lot about, different perspectives. And that's one thing I've learned is, it depends on who you go to and how they practice on how these children are diagnosed. I know that there are criteria that they have to abide by within the DSM-5, but at the same time, I focus on trauma. I am a certified family trauma professional. I just received my certification not long ago, and that seems to be the root of a lot of problems. So I recently went to a child evaluation for a psych evaluation with my grandson, and it was interesting because she, as a PhD, did not practice or focus on the trauma aspect. So she strictly went by, testing and what the DSM-5 basically states as far as criteria being met. So that was an interesting appointment to attend. We definitely practiced two different ways. So that's it. That's my story. I think I went a little longer than expected, and I look forward to meeting all of you. Thanks, and have a great day, everyone.